Hey guys, and welcome back to G's Autos. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alright, well, I've bought another project car for the channel, and this time around, bless you buddy, this time around it's an Ford Falcon Futura Sapphire. There's a mouthful. I've had my eye on this car for over 12 months. It was owned by a buddy of mine, and it finally came up for sale. So thank you very much, Jacob, for thinking of me. Greatly appreciated. So I bought the car a couple of weeks ago, and the plan is to get it on the road and revive this car and make it my daily driver. Anyway guys, so this first video was all about just having a look at the car, seeing what it's like, and then we'll move on to maintenance stuff and roadworthiness and things like that. Anyway guys, enough out of me. I hope you liked the video. If you do, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Dude. And here it is, guys. As you can see, it needs a really good clean. Hopefully this wind noise isn't too bad. So it needs some air in the tyres. I have started it. It did start, but we'll get into that shortly. So I need to put some air in the tyres first off. Bit of clear coat peel on the roof, which is not unusual for cars around this age. Tow bar. So the paint isn't the best, as you can see. But the interior is absolutely A1. Seriously, the interior is beautiful. So this is exactly how the car turned up to me. Center console is in perfect condition. Now, as you can see on the seats, there's a little bit of mouse poo and there's a little bit of smell of mouse urine in the car, but all this is going to get cleaned up. Dual airbags, radio cassette. It's an 8-speaker stereo in this actually, so see just a bit of mouse poo there on the seats and a little bit of a smell in here, but we'll get it all cleaned up. Door trims are in really good condition. Backs of the seats, all that kind of stuff. The seat belts. The seats are in good nick. And there's a bit of junk in the boot, but we'll have a look at that. Tennis, anyone? Alright, let's take a look in the boot. Alright guys, so this is how the boot looks. There's a bit of junk in the back there. We'll clean all that out today. Now all the lining around the inside of the boot looks really good. It's had a rubber mat sitting in the bottom protecting it. Even the lining, see if I can get a good shot there for you guys. The sun's right in my eyes. All that's in really good nick. All the gutter around the boot. The car's really filthy, so just we'll get it all cleaned up. But all around here is all looks pretty good. All the door jambs look pretty good as well. A little bit of water sitting there, but I'll check that later to see if that's one of those spots that just collects it. Make sure there's no rust there. Tail lights are in good condition. Anyway, we'll clean all this stuff out today and we'll give the car a good clean up. Wow, this wind has really picked up. I'm going to pop the hood and we'll have a look. I need to put the trusty broom handle underneath because both hood struts they're not the best. Alright, so here's the engine bay in all its glory. So this thing is absolutely, it is just covered in dirt. What do you think, buddy? It's pretty good. It's dirty.
You need to clean the engine.
I will give it a good clean.
There's spider webs over there.
There's lots of spider webs. So it doesn't have a battery. I do have one. So I did get it running. I put the battery in. I put some fresh fuel in it. It does run pretty rough. There's a sound like a tappet or lifter type noise, or it could be a bearing on one of these pulleys. I'm not too sure. My brother's going to come up today and help me just give it a good once over and see what it might need for a roadworthy. Both indicator lenses need replacing. I picked up 2 aftermarket ones yesterday, so I'll replace those. Don't play with that, Bubba. I don't want the hood coming down. So I did check the air filter before I started the car, and that was all really clean and there were no nests or anything inside. I know it, that comes off. I've got to fix that up too. I have found one little spot of rust just in the sill here, very similar to my EB. A little bit of rust just there, but look at those door jambs. How beautiful are they? So the car was pretty well looked after. There's lots of stickers for auto service, battery service, engine service, and yeah, look, it's only done 150,000 kilometres, which is great. We'll hook the battery up. We'll start it soon. I just want to give you guys a first look at it. The carpets are in really good condition. It's had mats down all its life. That mat's disintegrated. But yeah, should come up all right with a really good clean. The rims are in really good condition, actually. There's just absolute minimal gutter rash on the rims. So I'm going to leave these rims on. I don't mind them. So I want to keep the car stock looking. I don't want to go changing much. There's a little bit of a ding there in the quarter. And as you would have seen from the other video, let's take a look. The other quarter has a bit of damage. So at some stage in its life, it's had a bit of a dingle and it's been patched up. So I'll get that fixed up as well. I'm not too worried about it. I'll just get it cleaned up, knocked out, and cleaned up and painted. But there you go, guys. That's first look. Look at those door jambs. Anyway, let's start it up and we'll have a listen. Alright, so I popped a battery in there. I do need to get in and clean the inside of those battery terminals. Make sure they've got a good contact, but it's just in there for the moment. The light switch is... sorry about that. The light switch is broken. I've got to see what the go is. I've got another knob to go on, but I think something there's busted. But anyway, let's start this up and see what happens. Fuel pump's kicked on. Oh, it's conked out. Alright, I did this the other day. Took about 3 or 4 goes to start. And is it gonna hang on? Nope, hang on, bear with me. Here we go, this might be the one that keeps it going. It's staying on. Let's go have a listen to the engine. So it's going to conk out on me. Or is it going to hang on? There we go. Alright, so as you can hear that noise, I'm not too sure if that's like a tappet lifter type noise, or whether there's a bearing in one of these pulleys that's no good, but we'll work that out today. The car has hardly run. I only put it on the other day for about 20 seconds, if that. Well, we hope so, buddy. It's all running. Do you think the tyres are going to pump up? Me too, mate. Me too. Well, we'll come back and see how it goes. All right, moved on to the driver's side. Let's see how that passenger one is doing. I put about 35 into that one. I think that'll hold. Alright, I'll put 35 in and I'll leave them at that, and we should be good. Alright, so it's been a couple of days now, and the car's had a pretty good inspection. So everything's been pulled out of the boot. There is a bit of a water leak. We think it's possibly coming in through this tail light. At some stage this tail light may have been replaced or removed, and in here the two lugs that hold the there's two little pins that come out and hold the headlight, the tail light in place. So there could be water leaking in through there. So the bung's been removed. Pardon me, the bung's been removed. As you can see, there's a bit of a water line where water was pooling, but apart from that, everything in here looks good. There's the mouse house. The owner of the mouse house is there. Rest in peace, little dude. So we'll get rid of that. But in here is pretty clean. So pretty happy with it. Just needs a good vacuum and a clean up. But we do have good news on the engine front, which is I'm very happy with. So we'll go take a look at that now. Now, before we move on to the engine, it does have a full-size spare in the back, one of the original rims, which is good. Now, this one is pretty average. It does have a bit of rash around there. Now, there is a dodgy ball joint on the front, on the driver's side. You can see the wear. And all they've done is basically put the spare on, and it's done the same thing. So the both lower ball joints on the front will need to be replaced. And just another quick look in the boot area. A bit of a greasy handprint or something mark up there I need to remove. And the boot looks pretty good. Very happy with it. Alright, let's go have a listen to the engine. So all the gauges are working, which is great, and even the aircon is putting out nice icy cold air, which is absolutely fantastic. So just got to give this a clean. We had that apart down there, taking out the antenna, so I need to get another one of those. But look, I'm really happy so far. I'll get into the maintenance stuff soon to let you know what actually needs to be done to get it up to roadworthy. It's a little bit of a list, but nothing super major. Anyway guys, enough out of me. I hope you liked this video. and I'll keep you posted on the EL's progress. So I'm about to give it a good clean, see how it comes up. And just in case you're wondering, all that white stuff along here, that's all fingerprint powder. So the car was apparently stolen before it went to the impound yard, but there's no stolen car report on it, so I'm not too sure what the go is with that.